This adventure, I went with two friends, Caleb and Jimmy, to Outdoors in the Smokies. This is an off-road overland adventure facility owned and operated by Dan. At the gate is a sign, "Go right for the classes." I highly recommend the class. He has a small building with tables and chairs and a PowerPoint screen. He is fun to listen to and the time went by fast. After the class, Dan took us out on some trails for some on-hands learning. We aired down our tires, between 15 and 20 pounds. Airing down your tires gives you a larger footprint. It lets your tires perform around objects like rock to give more traction. Airing down also makes the tire more puncture resistant. The downside is it is possible to pull the tire off the bead. Dan started us out on super easy obstacles. He led us in his Tacoma and he got out to spot us and to coach us often. There's Caleb driving the Grand Cherokee, mighty fine crossing of the ditch, but slow down for the rear wheels. You can't forget them after the front was crossed. As a first obstacle, this ditch crossing looked big. After I got across it, I realized it was an easy crossing. It was a confidence booster and took me from nervous to oh yeah excited. After my front wheels got across, I forgot the rear wheels too. And that's why we're here, to learn. We're going up a trail that makes me think about a mountain goat trail. We're communicating to each other by CB radios. Jimmy and I both have new installs. I'll have a video coming soon of my CB install. Please tread lightly. That reminds me of another term, leave no trace. A hiking term to be applied to everyday life. Leave nothing but footprints and take nothing but pictures, or take nothing but memories. You can also add, kill nothing but time. Some trees to weave between. This was a flat section, but fun. From the driver's seat, it felt a lot tighter than what the video shows. When we first showed up to Dan's place, from the road I saw this bank hill, and my thought was, that must be for four-wheelers or dirt bikes. I didn't realize in a couple hours we would be driving our SUVs on it. After looking at his park map later, I see this is a blue marked section. Blue is rated as moderate. Here's a view under my vehicle. We have Dan leading the way in his Tacoma. Jimmy and Caleb in the Grand Cherokee with Caleb driving.
Yeah, fellas.
I'm in my 4Runner in the back. This is steeper than the camera shows. Dan is out coaching me across an articulated area. With open differentials, I stopped moving when a wheel came off the ground.
Come passenger. Come hard passenger. There you go. That's good. Now you straighten up. Now we're really aiming for that driver wheel track just to be out of that little depression. I understand. I understand 100% this could be where we reach up and hit the A track, but we're going to try to do more of this instead of the button, yes? Yep, so we're running up this high ridge right here on this driver line wheel track. And you're aiming for me right here. Outside apex of the corner. Little skinny pedal. Little skinny pedal. Good, keep going, good. Keep it wide, keep it wide, keep it wide. Little skinny pedal.
Several times I see the nose of Jimmy's Jeep drop straight down and the tailgate straight up. Waiting, I can only imagine what's coming up. Oh boy, it's my turn. Let's see how steep this one is. The trail was muddy, but not as bad as I thought it would be. It rained the day before and a good amount through the night. This isn't the steepest part we did. This is the steepest part I felt comfortable enough to let go of the steering wheel and grab a screenshot. Couple things I learned. While overlanding is a high adventure sport, it also kinda isn't at the same time. If you can't crawl through a cave for hours, or hike or run for miles, or swim like a fish, you can do this. You just need a four-wheel drive. Nothing fancy either. Other than all-terrain tires, my 4Runner is all factory suspension, and so is Jimmy's Jeep. You may break something, sure. The chances are less with proper instruction. That's why we came to see Dan. We will stay on easy to moderate trails till our experience grows. And sure, we have vehicle mods in the plans too.
Good. Stay straight. Fight your instinct to turn. Stick it into the corner deep. Nice. A little bit of a turn to make the tree. Okay, let's just back down a little bit. And then we'll get just a little bit of momentum and we'll just crest that bump with just a hair of momentum. Again, this could be totally a time that you engage your A-track and you live happily ever after. But we're gonna be a driver today, not a machine. So let's little bit of a punch on the gas to clear that hump and then make your turn. Okay, hold. We're gonna have to not hit the gas right when we begin to spin. We need to hit the gas to gather momentum before we get to that little sticky spot. So a little punch in the gas before and use momentum to kind of roll through that. Nice. Stay straight, stay straight, stay straight, hold it, stay straight, hold it, stay straight. Good, nice. Good job. No A-track.
There was one hill so steep and muddy, our wheels was locked going down. Dan coaching us from the outside to let our wheels roll is a hard thing to do. But you must trust your spotter and trust your instructor. When Dan said on the CB radio, painfully slow, I think I may be taking it a little too slow. I'll get there soon. Yes, some hills we did more than once. Actually, we did everything more than once. We had 2 drivers for the Grand Cherokee. Dan owns a beautiful piece of property. I'm glad he opens it up for people to enjoy. He has several primitive camping spots and also a primitive cabin. He also has a gun range and gives instructions for that too. I didn't take his gun class, but I can only imagine he does great because he did great with our off-road class. And he is a SEAL. I bet he has a lot to teach. Call Dan at Outdoors in the Smokies. All of his contact information will be at the end of this video and will be in the descriptions below. Okay, now we're airing the tires back up. Leave the engine running when using a battery-powered compressor. I bought a new V-Air 88 pump. It airs my tires from 17 or 18 pounds to 34 pounds in 2 minutes. Then the drive home. I know this video was a little bit long, but it was our first off-road video, and we're going to have more to come in the future. So if you liked this, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and if you didn't like this, hit subscribe and ring the bell anyways.
Adventure Underground.